In this session, we are going to learn about network topologies. We will study about three topologies that are bus, star, and tree. Topology is the pattern of interconnection of nodes in a local area network. The topology used helps to determine the communication medium and other network devices. While choosing a topology, care has to be taken that the installation cost is minimum. The network so designed should be reliable and flexible. In simple terms, the addition or reduction of nodes should be easy, and also fault detection and removal should be simple. Before we talk about topologies in detail, let us learn about point-to-point link, which has two ends, transmitter and receiver. The main characteristics of point-to-point link is that each transmitter transmits to exactly one receiver and each receiver receives exactly from one transmitter. The transmission might occur on a single medium, that is, single wire or separate wires. Network topologies are categorized into the following basic types: bus, star, tree, and more complex networks can be built as hybrids of two or more of the above basic topology. Bus topology is also known as linear topology. In this type of topology, each node attaches directly to a common cable which acts as a backbone and therefore functions as a shared communication medium onto which various nodes are attached. A device wanting to communicate with another devices on the network sends a broadcast message in both directions onto the wire that all other devices see, but only the intended recipient actually accepts and processes the message. Data is transmitted in small blocks called packets. Each packet has a header containing the destination address. When data is transmitted onto the cable, the destination node identifies the address on the packet and thereby processes the data. This topology most often serves as the backbone for a network. In some instances, such as in classroom or labs, a bus will connect small work groups. Ethernet bus topologies are relatively easy to install and don't require much cabling compared to the alternative options. 10/2, that is thin net, and 10/5, that is thick net, both were popular Ethernet cabling options many years ago for bus topologies. However, bus network work best with limited number of devices. If more than a few dozen computers are added to a network bus, performance problems are likely to occur. In addition, if the backbone cable fails, the entire network effectively becomes unusable. Some of the advantages of bus topologies are: since there is a single common data path connecting all the nodes, the bus topologies uses a very short cable length, which considerably reduces the installation cost. the linear architecture is very simple and reliable. Additional nodes can be easily connected to the existing bus network at any point along the length of the transmission medium. Some of the disadvantages of bus topology are fault detection and isolation is difficult. This is because control of the network is not centralized in any particular node. If a node is faulty onto the bus, detection of fault may have to be performed at many points on the network. The faulty node has then to be rectified at that connection point. If the central bus length becomes too long, then repeaters might have to be used to amplify the signal. The use of repeaters make reconfiguration necessary. Since each node is directly connected to the central bus, so there has to be some way of deciding who can use the network at any given time. Next is star topology. A star network features a central connection point called a hub node, to which all other nodes are connected by a single path. Each node has a dedicated set of wires connecting it to the central network hub. Since all traffic passes through the hub becomes a central point for isolating network problems and gathering network statistics. This type of topology is used in most existing information networks involving data communication or voice communication. For example, in IBM 370 installations, multiple 3270 terminals are connected to the host system. Many home network also uses the star topology. Compared to the bus topology, a star network generally requires more cable. But a failure in any star network cable will only take down one computer network SS and not the entire LAN. On the other hand, if hub fails, the entire network also fails. Advantages of star topologies are failure of a single connection does not affect the entire network. It just involves disconnecting one node from an otherwise fully functional network. This also helps in easy reconfiguration of the network. Fault detection is easier. Access protocols being used in star network are very simple since the central node has the control of the transmission medium for data transmission. Disadvantages of star topologies are: since every node is directly connected to the center, so large amount of cable is needed, which increases the installation cost of the network. The entire network is dependent on the central node. If the central node fails, the entire network goes down. Next is tree topology. Tree topology is a combination of bus and star topology. The network looks like an inverted tree with the central root branching and some branching down to the nodes. It integrates multiple star topologies together onto a bus. In its simplest form, only hub devices connected directly to the tree bus. This bus star hybrid supports future expandability of the network much better than a bus. that is limited in the number of devices due to the broadcast traffic it generates. Or a star topology, as it is limited by the number of hub connection points alone. Data transmission takes place in the same way as in bus topology. When the signal reaches the end of the transmission medium, it is absorbed by the terminators. Tree topology is best suited for applications which have hierarchical flow of data and control. Thank you.